YouTube, what's good? It's your boy TD and I'm back again with another video. And today is Monday Waiver Wire. And let's find these deep sleepers so we can win these leads, guys. Yes, I said it. Guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video and also subscribe to my channel if you keep wanting cutting edge information. So guys, let's get started. And I'm going to start with quarterbacks and I'm going to do all positions for fantasy. So I'm starting with the quarterbacks today. So let's talk about Nick Foles. Now, guys, this is a guy that's on the waiver wire. Everybody, now I don't play in a super flex league. So if you don't play in a super flex league, maybe Nick Foles is not out there. So I just play in a one quarterback league, and Nick Foles is out there, guys, and I like him. He's just a safe floor. I'm just trying to get 20 points, just like my tight end position, which is only one slot for that. Now, we can play him in the flex, but it's only one slot, so I just need 10 points for my tight end. I just need 20 from my quarterback. Just the whole stable, but you don't have to have 40, 50 points every week from a quarterback to start them. You expect that from your juice. From when I say your juice, that's from your RBs and your receivers and maybe a flex guy. But don't worry about if you playing the stream games, because it's all in how you draft. If you drafted a heavy RBs and heavy receivers, you probably waited late to get your quarterback, and that's fine. It's different strategies, guys. So Nick Foles is a great guy. Last week, he had 198 yards and 1 TD. You know, you wouldn't think that was great, but that was 20-some points. So it was a great stream of guys. It's only going to get better. He's getting more acclimated with Robinson, Miller, and even David Montgomery. So things are going to get better, even with Matt Nagy, guys. So I love Nick Foles. So let's move on to my next quarterback. My next quarterback, guys, that I'm going to tell you about, that you just stream or play or pick up if you need one, is Jimmy G. Now, guys, Jimmy G is not matchup proof, but he's a good, solid QB. He's not going to give you a dud. Most of the weeks, now anybody can give you a dud. Just Aaron Rodgers gave you a dud last night. So that's neither here nor there. You shouldn't be worried about that. You playing you see your information, you make the play. So don't worry about what happens with the results. The results is up to the fantasy gods. You just got to make the right plays and put your guys and feel good about your lineup. So, guys, I love Jimmy G. Last week, yesterday, he had 268 yards, which is last week, but he had 268 yards and 3 TDs. It's a good game, guys. Jimmy G had a great game last week, so he's a great streamer. So I'm not saying get him, put him in your lineup, and he's good for the rest of the year. No, you might have to go get somebody else the week after that. It depends on matchups. But I do like Jimmy, some of his matchups going forward. So not every week, but like I said, if you have to, you do it. It's no problem. So guys, going on to my another quarterback. It's Teddy Bridgewater. I love him in this offense. Teddy Bridgewater is probably going to throw the ball 40 times a week because he's giving it to his running backs, passing it to him. He's not handing it to him all the time. He's passing it. So guys, I believe Teddy is a nice play. They only going to get better. So you have to stream. Go to Teddy Bridgewater. That's all I can say. He's nothing fancy. He's not going to do nothing spectacular. He can have 300-yard games with 3 TDs. That's what you hope for the upside. So, guys, last but not least, and this is my guy. I'm not saying this is my guy that played for the rest of the year, but this is my big sleeper. So, I got one big sleeper for every position today. So, guys, this big sleeper for a QB that you can go stream, and I love the matchups for the rest of the year. It's Kyle Allen. I love Kyle Allen for a streamer. Not like I said, he's not going to beat Lamar Jackson out or none of that. But he has a safe floor with matchups. I think he's only going to get better with Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, the Sim Boys, even Logan Thomas. I believe because he's seen what he did at Carolina. Even though he turned the ball over, he still had a lot of 20-point games. He threw it a lot to Greg Olsen. So I believe that's another tight end. I'm going to talk about that later. But I like Kyle Allen and Logan Thomas connection. Also, I do want him to get better with Terry. I have Terry in the league, so I do want to see that get better. But I think so, guys. I really believe that. I believe Kyle Allen is a safe quarterback. He's not going to maybe win you a Super Bowl or take you to the playoffs, but I believe he can get your offense over the hump where y'all can have camaraderie and be on the same page that they didn't have with Haskins. So, guys, stream Kyle Allen. I love him this week. And he hit 280 yards and 2 TDs. He could have had a better game, too, just to let you know. So, guys, I'm done with QBs. Let's go on to my RBs, guys. I only have 3 RBs. The rest of them, guys, it's handcuffing season. You know how they say it's cuff season when it get cold with the girls? You know, guys are, the girl's ready to cuddle. You can give you a girlfriend this time of the season. They ready. The same thing in fantasy football. It's handcuffing season. So you got to get everybody's brothers and sisters. And when I say brothers and sisters, I'm just talking about the counterpart. So if you have Derrick Henry, maybe McNichols. And guys, that's one of my guys. It's McNichols. Now, Derrick Evans went out. So why did I say go to McNichols? Well, we know Derrick Henry's not going to have 8 catches in a game. We know if they get down and get challenged, which we believe so next week, McNichols going to have a lot of play. Not saying he's going to get bell cow, but he's going to have a lot of opportunities to play in the passing game, guys. So they could get you 10 points to get you over because your guy had a bye and you didn't want to drop somebody to go get somebody. So, guys, McNichols is a nice play just because of the team and the way they play and not knowing that they're not going to run it down everybody's throat and have a lead where they're going to just give it to Derrick Henry 30 times. Sometimes they might have to take Derrick out for some 3 to 4 plays at a time because they down. So they down 10 points. They got to pass it. Derrick Henry's not a great pass down back, but he can catch screens. He may have his screens per game, but doesn't mean that I'm going to keep McNichols out the game. McNichols is going to play because they just not going to be winning in every game, guys. So just get on to my next running back. I call him Geo Storm, and this is Geo Bernard. Y'all remember the Geo Storms, the little small cars? They're very efficient. That's what Geo Bernard is, very efficient, small car. You might not drive it every day, but you know you got great gas mileage. And that's what Geo is, guys. Mixon went out with some type of injury and came back. Who knows what's going to happen next week? And I have Mixon, and I don't like this. But I know what type of player Geo is, so I'm trying to handcuff. You know, he might be on the waivers. I haven't got a chance to check quite yet. But Geo Bernard is a solid play. You know, all the games that Mixon missed last year and the years past, Geo has had over 15 points. So Geo might be one of the best handcuffs after if Mixon was to go down and not be able to play this coming up week, guys. So I love Geo Storm, Geo Bernard. And guys, the next guy is easy. We all know that Mel Sanders went out with injury. So Boston Scott. Yes, the Boston guy. Boston's a great pass back, but running between the tackles, he struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season. That could have been because of the offensive line. Who knows? Mel Sanders looked good. He had big runs the last couple of weeks. So with him going out, I would say prepare for him to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Who knows? Go ahead and get you Boston Scott if you have to, guys. Now, if you can go got another start on the team, I would say that's safer because these younger receivers are stepping up for Philly, and I don't know if they're going to give Boston Scott a bunch of targets in the pass game. They might give him enough to keep the defense honest, but I don't know. So I wouldn't try to handcuff Miles Sanders and Boston Scott and play him like I am Miles Sanders. So, guys, I'm done with my running backs. Oh, yeah, by the way, let me hit you with some stats. You know, Geo had a touchdown yesterday. You know, last week. But Geo had 1 touchdown for 8 carries. He stole the touchdown. Mixon wasn't even injured yet. That keep happening. I don't know. I don't like that, but who knows what the coaches is thinking. And McNichols had 5 carries for 51 yards. And also he got work in the passing game too, guys. So 5 carries, 51 yards. Yeah, that's a high average from carry. That's nothing that you can take week to week. But, you know, he's the second back, so he's gonna get opportunity. Derrick Henry is not a 3-down back when you don't have the lead. So guys, I'm done with RBs. These 3 guys you can stream. There's a lot of guys out there. All I'm telling you can do, just handcuff. If he's not a starter, go handcuff. Okay, guys, let's get to my receivers. And I only got 2 receivers, guys, because it's a lot of guys out there. They ain't even getting no targets. I'm not even telling y'all to go out there. If you need a deep sleeper, just hit me up in the comment section, and I can tell you some other guys. But just for the main surface, I only have 2 guys. And one guy, guys, is John Hightower. Now, we know about Fogelman, what he's been doing. He's a play, guys. If he's out there on your waiver, go get him now. Like, right now. Like, hit pause on this video and go get Fogelman right now. But if not, it's a counterpart that's coming. So this is what I think Philly's, how they looking in the future. They got a lot of young receivers that's coming into their own with Rager, Fogelman, and this other guy I'm about to tell you, John Hightower. He had 1 catch for 50 yards. But that's promising because he's a deep threat, guys. And he reminds me of T.Y. Just watch it. Look at his body type, the way he runs deep routes. He came from junior college with the boys. He beat out all the guys that's been there before that didn't go to junior college, that been there from a freshman, beat them out, was the go-to guy. So, guys, I love John Hightower. I think by the end of the season, him and Fogle can be the passing guys from this offense, the guys that they looking for. Zach Ertz hurt, so Dallas Goedert probably is going to come back soon. And then we'll have Dallas Goedert, Fogle, and John Hightower with Jalen Reagor coming back. Alshon Jeffrey, they might even cut him. If these guys keep stepping up and they get this rapport with Wentz, they'll go ahead. They're not going to let Alshon stop there because Alshon is done this year after that. They just kept him this year because the receiver core was so young that they want to trust the rookies. That's all by itself. We've seen the last couple of years how they receivers struggle. So they just wanted Alshon for a safety. So, but these young guys coming to their own guys. So I love John Hightower. Like I said, I love Fogle too. And guys, this is another kind of like deep sleeper guy. And he's from New England Patriots. And this guy's Damiere Byrd. Now, he hasn't had any touchdowns. He had some solid 8, 9, 10-point games. But guys, other than N'Keal Harry and Julia Edelman, they don't have anybody else. So I just think Damiere Byrd is going to have some opportunities. Now, he's enough to get you by if you have a stream of receiver because the guy's on a bye or a COVID situation. So Damiere Byrd, keep his name in your head because this guy you might have to go stream this guy. So guys, we're done with receivers. Let's move over to tight ends. So guys, my next tight end guy, guys, is Trey Burton. That guy, he been like, when he was at Philly, he was doing it all, running the ball, wildcat. I don't know if this was injuries. He just ain't been getting his stuff off. So they finally got him off today. And, we know Philip loves to throw to a tight end. So I believe you can go and stream this guy. And I don't believe it's going to be hard to get him on the waiver wire. You might have to spend no fab because people don't want to drop other good players. So always check your waiver wires too every day because people drop them and willing and dealing every day. So I love Trey Burton. He had 4 catches for 58 yards and 1 touchdown and also 1 yard and 1 carry for a touchdown in rushing. So guys, he's a good play. My favorite guy out of this bunch is Logan Thomas. I talked about him in some of my previous waiver wire videos. I believe Kyle Allen is a whole different thing. Take Logan Thomas. He's going to be using the red zone. Guys, he gonna finish well. So I bank that. He's gonna finish. As long as he stay healthy, I would bank that Logan Thomas will finish well. He had 3 catches for 42 yards. Expect more catches than that next week, guys. So guys, going on to my other guy, and this is easy. Everybody talking about him. It's Darren Fails. So Deshaun Watson, he got with Will Fuller and Brandon Cooks, but he also have Darren Fails that was a basketball player and he's really good around the red zone. So I would pick up Darren Fails if I need to. I believe in streaming tight ends. If I don't get the top 2 guys like Kittle or Kelsey, then I'm going to stream because it just don't make sense to go get a guy in the 3rd or 4th round that is going to have a lot of 10-point games. So my next guy, and this is a deep sleeper, guys, and it just matchups that I think you can play, especially in DFS. If some of you play DFS, it's Nick Boyle from Baltimore. Yeah, they putting all the attention to Andrews. So Nick Boyle is actually sneaking in there and getting those targets, guys. So I love Nick Boyle to come in there and play all the rundowns because he's a blocking tight end. But that also makes him be a disguise, and that makes him get touchdowns because the defense is not expecting it. They doubling Andrews. So pick up Nick Boyle. It's kind of like Hayden Hurst last year, guys. A couple games that Hayden Hurst had multiple touchdowns and got a contract. This is going to be Nick Boyle next year. They had about 4 great tight ends on this team last year, and they all split up, but Nick Boyle is still there. So pick up Nick Boyle from Baltimore if you need a tight end. My last but not last guy, guys, is Anthony Firkser. Now, Anthony Firkser just replaced Jonah. That's all it is. So in that offense, without the run game, any tight end that's halfway decent going to have a good game, guys. So I'm not going to break Anthony down and say he's fast and he's super this. It doesn't matter. He's good enough to play on the NFL team, and so he's good enough to get targets from Ryan Tannehill and that great offense with the run game. So pick up Anthony Firkser, especially if you're a Jonah owner. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, this Waiver Wire Monday. Let's go win these leagues. Let's go dominate. This is Fantasy Good Sports. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel so you can be cutting edge. Thank you. Have a blessed day.